So, you're in the market for a new phone. The iPhone 13 is the latest from Apple and it's a pretty great phone, but should you wait for the iPhone 14? Well, today we're going to be taking a look at two groups of people. Those who should probably wait for the iPhone 14 and those who are probably just better off buying the iPhone 13. So the first and one of the most important things to consider is what is the condition of your current phone? Does it still work? Are all the buttons properly clicking? Is the camera not a blurry mess? Or is it in the shape of my Samsung Galaxy S8? That is to say, in pieces on the floor, where it should be. Well, if your phone is still in usable shape, but you think it might be on the way out soon, then maybe keep using it until the iPhone 14 comes out. At least if you think it's gonna last that long. Then make sure that if the seller offers used or parts, which not only puts some money back in your pocket, but it also helps keep technology out of the landfill. A shocking amount of e-waste isn't properly recycled. That said though, if your phone probably isn't gonna last all that long and you really do need a new phone, then the iPhone 13 might be a good option. But I would recommend listening to the rest of these points before you go out and buy one, just to make sure the iPhone 13 is actually the phone you want. Again, when the time comes, try to sell it off as parts or send it into a specialist phone recycler or your manufacturer, as they'll usually take it for free. And again, it will stay out of landfill. Next up, it's important to consider which features you actually want. Now, see why I said you should probably listen to the rest of these points? Well, if the iPhone 13 is what you want and more, then yeah, especially if your current phone is, I don't know, in pieces on the floor, like my S8, then the iPhone 13 might be a good buy. However, if the iPhone 13 is literally more than you want, so it might have features you don't want, like cinematic mode, or the standard screen size might be too big, or it costs too much, then maybe it might be a good idea to consider something like an iPhone 11 Pro, or even an iPhone XS. In fact, I recently did a video on 5 reasons as to why you might want to consider picking up the iPhone XS. There. However, if you don't like the notch and are clinging onto Twitter threads about the iPhone 14, then yeah, it's probably a good idea to wait till the iPhone 14's released. That said though, remember, rumors are just that, they're rumors. Nothing is confirmed with the iPhone 14. So you might think, yeah, actually the iPhone 14 is probably going to be my perfect phone. And then it has a notch or a lightning adapter. Like this has happened in the past with me as well. I thought the iPhone SE 2020 was going to be in this nice teal color. Turns out it wasn't. Turns out that was just never meant. Obviously, I do have a wish list too, but please don't bank everything on the iPhone 14 being what the rumors say. Another good consideration is how much money you want to spend. One neat thing Apple have been doing in recent years is continuing production of the middle-of-the-road iPhone, in this case the iPhone 13, and then discounting it when the newest version, in this case the iPhone 14, is released. Again, if you can afford to wait but you've figured out you just want the iPhone 13, then probably just wait till the iPhone 14's released and save a load of money. The final thing, and actually a pretty important one, is to consider whether or not you really do need the upgrade. Now this one is more or less targeted towards the people who already have an iPhone 13 and are maybe looking to upgrade to the iPhone 14, but remember, people who try to sell phones just want your money. Like, especially with iPhone, you really don't need to upgrade every year. Apple are pretty good at supporting them. For example, I'm currently using an iPhone 7. Video on why soon. But for the time being, this thing is still supported. Like, it's still fine. And the iPhone 13 will still work well in several years' time. Like, remember, the iPhone 13 is still an incredible phone. It's got a crazy nice display, an amazing camera, and 8 meters of water resistance. Seriously, that might not sound like much, but that is a lot. Like, go any deeper and you'll probably get the bends. Wow, 2 crap music jokes in one video. Nice. So maybe before you click add to cart on the iPhone 14, consider this. Do you really need the upgrade? My biggest piece of advice for you on this front would literally be to wait. Like, instead of getting the iPhone 14 on release day, I would say wait 2 weeks. And during this time, really be mindful when you're using your phone, find out what you like about it, what you don't like about it, and of course, watch loads of videos on the iPhone 14 to really get the idea if it is the right phone for you. If it is, great. But if it isn't the perfect phone for you, for a price you think is reasonable, then it might be a good idea to hold off on it. Regardless, Regardless, I hope I've helped you decide whether to wait for the iPhone 14, get the iPhone 13, or wait for the iPhone 14 and then get the iPhone 13. Let me know, by the way, which of these phones do you plan on getting? Do you think you'll get the iPhone 14, 13, or something different entirely? Like that iPhone XS I mentioned earlier. Feel free to let me know in the comments. I always enjoy reading those. As for now though, as always, thank you for watching. Remember to like the video if you want to see more content like this, and smash that subscribe button. I'm done for now, and I will see you guys in the next one.